Hello, everybody. It's Ken Faulkner. How you doing today? It's first week after New Year's, my last day of freedom because I've been on vacation. Took an extended vacation this year. Watched a lot of great YouTube. Um, you know, just dangerous for me because I end up buying knives. But it's been really cool to watch all the end of the year stuff and be off of work for like 2 weeks. Oh man, I don't take much time off of work, and I just decided it's time. It's time to take some time to for myself. So tomorrow, get back to work. Oh boy. Anyway, before I do that, now I guess I'm videoing this on the 6th, but it may not come out on the 6th. It may come out on the 7th. I got doing a couple of videos. This one is a artisan cutlery. You can see the symbol there. This knife is one that I was seeking after for a while. I remember seeing it, at an earlier blade show. Artisan Cutlery is always there. You got the guy Russell. You've probably seen his face if you don't know his name. I'm bad with names, but I remember Russell, and he's a great rep for them. I think he's still with them. In fact, when I bought this knife, he was there. In fact, I was like him and Han over getting this one or another one, which was this guy here, the Great White. Very similar size. This is a Gavco design, but I ended up buying them both. It's kind of crazy, but yeah, I decided I needed them both. And they gave me a little bit of a discount. When you go to the shows, that's one of the good things about that. But this one is the Valor. The Valor. And it is a Ferrum Forge design. You can see the symbol right there. It's in S35VN steel. Titanium handles. Costs about $200. So it's not cheap. It's definitely in my premium case where I store my knives. Actually, this one is in the case where I have my other artisan cutlery knives. It's more the popular brand case where I have artisan. I have quite a few of their knives. I really like their brand, and they do have quite a range in prices. I'm looking at my spreadsheet, and I'm going down from as low as $49 up to the $233 for artisan cutlery. So it's quite a range of price. So it's a little bit of something for everybody. And then of course they have the CJRB, which is their less expensive brand, which has some great knives as well. But this is one that I've always liked Ferrum Forge and their designs. There's some of the knives that just have always kind of looked at but have been too expensive. But this one is kind of one of those cool ones where it has that, you see that cutout that just kind of follows through on the blade when it's closed. I'm not a speed hole guy, but this kind of cutout here doesn't really bother me, especially since it's part of the aesthetics when it's open, and it goes all the way through the blade. It's got a fuller. Now the fuller is awesome because it's usable for the flick. This has the fuller. You can also thumb flick that fuller. Sometimes a fuller actually makes it easier even than a hole or a stud. A fuller sometimes, because you get so many options of where your finger can land to flick it out. So yeah, and it also does have a flipper, although that's, for me, just so much less exciting. For some reason, that middle finger flick is just more satisfying. I don't know. So yeah, the Valor, and I remember going to a blade show and going to the Artisan Cutlery because I'd seen it one year, just wasn't really quite up to that price range yet. Then another year I went there, and I'm terrible with names. So I'm going there, and I'm going, I can't think of the name of it. I said, it kind of looks like something like this, and talking to the person, couldn't quite come up with it. I don't know if they just didn't have them that year or what. But then later on, I found this at the California Custom Knife Show. Just so happened that I had gotten some bonus from work close by the time that I went to this show, so I had some extra cash. And yeah, Ended up picking two of them up. Um, and so, yeah, this is a very nice knife. The handle is, you got nice rounding all around the edges, nice and soft feeling, quite ergonomic. Clip doesn't bother you. It's a milled titanium clip. Got plenty of room underneath it and a nice entry in, and it's got retention, but not so much that you're yanking it out of your pocket. So yeah, I mean, this is really cool, and I've always been a fan. I mentioned this on other videos of that kind of that arc that follows all the way through the knife, and you see that a lot with Ferrum Forge. That's probably why I like them. A little bit of belly on there, but the tip's down. So it's got a lot of great features. This little milling here kind of helps give you a little bit of grip. You got the kind of geared back spacer, which is most of the way down. About half. I guess it's about half the knife. It's a frame lock on this one. And yeah, really glad when I was able to finally pick this one up. Even though I couldn't decide which one to get, I ended up getting both because it was years. It was probably 2-3 years from the first time I saw this knife until I finally got it. And that's the way it happens sometimes. I mean, you may have a knife right now that you want to get that is just, you think is out of your price range and you'll never be able to buy. But then give it a couple years. Either your finances change, or you just happen to have some extra money, and it's something that's not, you don't need to pay off a car loan, or you don't have to pay off a mortgage or rent or whatever at that time, or you still have enough money afterwards. You might be able to pick that thing up. I mean, it does happen. All right, guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next video.